ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, CK3, playing as House Dayne. Why? Because it is absolutely boiling in the UK, and I have no air conditioning, and the country has no business being this hot. So, I figured if I'm melting in real life, I may as well melt in Dawn in a video game. It makes sense, right? It's boiling hot, so we play somewhere that's boiling hot. It's a desert, for Christ's sake. Although things aren't too bad at Starfall, to be perfectly honest. I like to think that, like, they got trees, they got the mountains and stuff. They're basically right next to the Reach. And they must have a really cool breeze at Starfall. Starfall must be like a really nice holiday destination, to be perfectly honest. And then you go to the right and it's just hell. Just hell. Literally, the hell hot is right there. And the place is called the High Lordship of Brimstone. That's very inviting. But yeah, we're playing as House Dayne. This is using the Tawny DLC for the new update. Unlike Crusader, because I started recording the Crusader series, and then immediately afterwards they updated the mod, because that's how things work. I waited so long, thinking to myself, I won't start a new series until the update comes out, and then I was like, fine, I'll do a new series, and then the update comes out. It always works that way, every time. We are Edric Dayne, the father to the Sword of Morning, Arthur Dayne, my heir Ulrich, who needs a wife. Now, we are going to be crippling ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, with the hammer known as roleplay. Taking out my kneecaps, we are going to prevent myself from doing anything that makes no sense in the actual world. Like, for instance, suddenly marrying somebody. I mean, Dayne has a little bit of leeway, however, because Dayne is a fairly famous house and highly respected, so we do have a little bit of leeway. However, for Ulrich, I wanted a marriage that kind of made sense in the canon. Ulrich, however, is a character that doesn't exist, so I have to kind of make up stuff. He would be the father of Edric Dayne, or Ned Dayne, the squire of Beric Dondarrion. We don't know Ned's father, we don't know Ned's mother, at least not their names. So the mod has given him the name Ulrich, after a famous Dane Sword of Morning, I believe, from, I want to say, the Dance of Dragons? I could be wrong about that. I know it was the name of a Sword of Morning, and I know he was known as the best sword of his age, but I do not quite remember where he's from in history. But anyway, I digress. I have decided, ultimately, and I've narrowed it down, the most logical choice that I can pick for his wife would be a Roxanne, I feel. We know nothing about the Roxans. There's no named Roxans in the lore, so they don't have any outstanding, like, stuff that she's supposed to do. Baoni Roxanne does not exist. So we're going to say that she is, in fact, Ned Dayne's mother. It makes sense to me. The Roxans are right next to Starfall. They literally, they're neighbors. They are actually neighbors. And the Danes have a bit of a history of marrying outside of Dawn and getting decent relations with everyone else. That's why Beric Dondarrion ends up betrothed to Ellaria Dayne, and Ned Dayne ends up as Beric's squire. So with that in mind, House Roxanne seems like the obvious choice for me. So we will marry her to Ulrich. She's a bit younger, but that's fine. So generally speaking, we will try to keep the alliances as lore/canon/realistic friendly as possible, because I don't want to just steamroll everything. Because, for instance, I could just marry Ulrich to a Hightower girl, like Layla, for instance, and just get like 10,000 men on my side all of a sudden, and that would be auto-winning, pretty much. But Layla marries Sir John Cups, I believe. Don't ask me who the Cups are. They're nobodies. I don't know why Hightower would marry his daughter to a complete nobody of a house. Who knows? But, yeah. Rather than picking what the best option may be, I'm going to go with instead what the most realistic option may be. They'll accept. That gives us an alliance with those lads. Obviously, my son Arthur is Kingsguard, so he can't marry anyone. My brother rules these lands for me in my name. His son is Gerald Dayne, the Dark Star. One character that was completely cut from the HBO show. Basically, everything in Dawn was cut from the HBO show. All of the really cool stuff in Dawn, just gone. Poof. I'm not upset about it. I swear, I'm not holding a grudge. It's been like 10 years or something, but it still pisses me off. I mean, it definitely does still piss me off. But yes, lads. The realm is at war. Robert Baratheon has risen in rebellion against the Iron Throne, declaring Aerys to be a mad tyrant. Rickard and Brandon Stark have been murdered in the capital, alongside some Arryns. And the realm is in open rebellion. Prince Rhaegar is nowhere to be found, having run off with Lyanna Stark, allegedly kidnapping and raping her. We're going to have to bleep that out. We, being the loyal house that we are, following the Martells, will march to war against the usurper. And I have turned historic mode off. Well, it's semi-historic, so we'll see what happens. You might be wondering what the other giant list of people is on my screen. I pinned a bunch of characters, like Bronn, for instance. I can't invite him to my court just yet, but if I send him cash, yeah. I want to get some really good knights into my court, basically, is what I was looking at. Oh, this dude. I found an Elden Ring Easter egg. This is the... look, it's an Elden Ring Easter egg. Lord Godfrey of House Locks, and then Godwyn, Moog, Morgoth, and the mother's house is the Erdtree house. It's literally an Elden Ring reference. It's pretty great, actually. But yeah, I just found that amusing while I was looking for things. We got Scaly Alar, who I might invite to my court. Yeah, so a fun little trick that I've realized that I can do for a while now is if I have unmarried women in my court, just normal courtiers, and I marry them to people like this, then the husbands will come to my court and stay in my court, which means I can get some really good fighters this way. So we're gonna get Scaly Alard. I don't know where this meme comes from. It's a running meme in, like, Crusader Kings 2, the Game of Thrones, but, like, I don't know where it originated from. I'm not hip with the kids, people. Anyway, Scaly will come join our court. I feel like getting Bronn into my thing would be kind of funny. This is not necessarily lore-friendly, but, like, screw it. Bronn join me now? No, Bronn is still not going to join me. You dick. Well, that's a waste of gold. Well, Bronn just swindled me for 75 gold, which is just charming. It's very Bronn, actually. I should have expected this. Will you work if I give you gold? Please don't swindle me. No. I should really give up with this whole thing. Alright, fine, I give up. I try to get people, but no. I guess taking ships probably the best play, because then we can sail around and then go join up with the loyalists. We'll group up with the troops from King's Landing and the Darries and Mutons, apparently, and we'll follow them around and go into crippling debt at some point, most likely, because I wasted all that gold on the goddamn sellswords that swindled me out of all my money. Oh, there's the Starks. Where are the Starks going? To Dragonstone? No, they're going to the... Celtigar, this is a really bad time to be doing a tournament, my man. Ah, all the rebels are still at Goldtown. Okay. We are going down into the Reach, question mark? Yes. Wait, Dorn... Ah, okay, that's a worthy deal, actually. Asher can marry into Dorn. Obviously, the kids won't inherit, but like that's as good of an alliance as I can ever think to get, really. Dorn Martell remarries and marries my sister. My daughter, actually. Yeah, we'll do that. That's pretty good, actually. I mean, the Danes are pretty loyal vassals. It's not like we're playing Ironwood, so I don't particularly think we'll, like, rebel anytime soon, unless we're giving a pretty good reason to. So yeah, Ash will marry the Prince of Dorne. Hopefully Doran can give me some gold for the dowry. That would be great. Yeah, one of the RP things I want to do is essentially that we stick with actions that fit our character. Like, because we're generous, we're not going to send soldiers to go do that. So we will just... So in this situation, we wouldn't outright just take all their stuff, but we will accept all the gifts, even though we don't really, you know, we're not entirely happy about it. We are still Lord. We have duty. Oh, it looks like we're... it looks like stuff's actually happening, lads. Stuff's happening. Stuff's happening. Yep. Things are happening. Things are happening. We're going in. We're going in. I'm at the back, so it's going to take me a while to get involved. Yep, the Martells are going in first. Go on, lads. Get in there. We're gonna need all the troops we can get. Go, 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 go. What the hell are they doing? Why did they go in up that way? Go! You're too late! Come on! Get in there! Help the Martells, you f***ing idiots! Our knight... Oh, because we took so long, we're actually gonna lose. Oh yeah, especially when the Starks show up. We are screwed. Well, this is bad. No! My boy! Lord Howland Reed killed him. He knocked up his missus before he died, though. Holy hell, this is canon! Edric never knew his father. Oh, God. Poor Ned. Ned never knew his father. The reason is that his father died during Robert's Rebellion. Yennefer! Yennefer, look! The dog is legitimately, like, looking at me like, what's going on? Wagging its tail because I'm, like, screaming. Yes! Yes, Yennefer is dead. It killed my boy. My sweet boy is dead.
Yeah, it got killed in battle. The Krogman killed him.
The conflict between the Riverlands and Dorne interested me little. Really? I mean, I'm fighting them. He was slain by Lord Howland, friend of Lord Eddard, in a fierce encounter. I could not have saved him, but no parent should outlive their child. Howland will not get away with this. I will avenge you, my boy! I will avenge you! Well, that happened. Good lord. Lore Vendetta. That is a really weird sentence. The hole my son, Ulrich's death has left in my heart remains. Clawed open each time I think of his foul killer, and the justice that remains to be served. Day after day, the cruel logical revenge dominates my thinking. Fueled each night in frightful dreams, where I see Howland and all House Reed racked by the same grief my family endures. I can start a feud with House Reed over this. There will be hell to pay for this, lads. Hell to pay. I vow it. House Reed will pay for their transgressions. I can't believe that happened. God damn it. We are limping back down south by the looks of it with the Reachmen and the Targaryens. Yeah, we are in debt now as well. Whew. Yeah, it doesn't look like the war is going well, lads. And the Arryns have arrived to beat the hell out of those lads. Honestly, where's the rest of the loyalist forces? We've been scattered to the frickin' winds, basically. It would appear the loyalists are grouping back up, and the rebels are chilling outside of Storm's End. I don't think we have the numbers to actually. There's a lot of us down here, actually. There's also a lot of them, though. There is actually a lot of them. Holy hell, the Blackfish died. He was slain in battle by some random chick. Some random chick from the... Actually, she wasn't bad. She kind of kicks ass. I have a grandson who should never be my heir. Yes, thank God. Why the hell is he... Why is he traveling? What the hell is he doing? Why is he traveling? Oh! She left my court and she remarried, like, basically immediately. Well, we are definitely renaming the kid, I'll tell you that much. We name him Edric because he is Edric Dayne. That is who he is. So yeah, we're just going with Edric's father died, like, in the war, in Robert's Rebellion. And he is now Edric Dayne. Alright, well, we've still got a war to lose, because we are down here attacking this stuff, and the rebels are up north, chilling, so it's just a stalemate of us staring at each other from across the Stormlands right now. We're going up. I am in massive debt, but we are going up. Additional taxes, woo! That got me out of debt for like 2 split seconds. They call you Lord Beric the Brave. That's a f***ing cool nickname, Lord Beric the Brave. I guess we earned some reputation in the war, fighting the battles. Oh, my son died. I can't believe he died. So Howland Reed of all people. Although Reed's like supposedly pretty good, to be fair. Nope, we're going at it again. We're going at it again, lads. It's happening. Do we have enough men to pull this off? I don't think we do. No, we might. No, we don't. We definitely don't. Who's leading this? Stannis. Wait, what? Robert died in an accident. No. He died. Robert died under mysterious circumstances. Someone murked Robert, dude. Okay, it's now Stannis' rebellion. Interestingly. We are so losing this war, dude. We are so losing this war. What the hell is Rhaegar doing, dude? Where is Rhaegar? Save us, Rhaegar! Save us! Yeah, someone murked Robert. Like, just straight up. I don't know, the Reachmen are going to just go kill themselves, apparently. Like the Reachmen are just sending their troops to Griffin's Roost to die. I'm gonna go with the Dornish. Yeah, the Reachmen just flung themselves at Griffin's Roost for no reason. The Dornish heading over this way. But I think the rebellion is over, lads, because Stannis has won. King Stannis, I should say, has won at this stage. Yep. Yep, there it is. To the lords and ladies of the realm. I, King Stannis of the House Baratheon, hereby declare that Lord Renly will be granted the Lord Paramountcy of the Stormlands. Oh, he imprisoned me afterwards. I've been captured and detained. With a successful rebellion, Lord Paramount Stannis now decides what to do. So be it. Oh, he executed Doran. Yeah, my daughter, Ash, is actually Regent of Dorne now. And she had a daughter before she died. Well, before Doran died. Yeah. Arthur disappeared without a trace. Okay. I'm assuming he went into exile with Wesleyana. That's a question. Oh, yep. Yep. That's what's happened. Okay, so Brandon was obviously murdered. Eddard went to the Tower of Joy and was slain by my son, Arthur Dayne, the Sword of Morning. And Lyanna Stark has disappeared without a trace. So Eddard went to the Tower of Joy, got killed by my son. Arthur Dayne then spirited away Lyanna with her son, Jon Snow, or Aemon Targaryen. I refuse to call him Aegon Targaryen, because that's not his goddamn... And now Benjen is actually currently ruling as Lord Regent of the North. The Lannisters haven't done anything. Queen Cersei has married Stannis. That's interesting, though. My son has definitely spirited away. He's vanished, pretty much. Whether or not the game is going to trigger an event for him to actually return one day is debatable, but who knows? What the hell happened to Stannis? Stannis was murdered by the Lord of Goldtown. What? This is what happens when I put things on not historical mode. The game just freaks the hell out. So, Renly is now king. Well, my brother has come to me and demanding that I end the feud with House Reed. Considering the distance between us, I think it was more of a spur-of-the-moment thing. He's lost his son. He lost 2 of his sons. As far as I'm aware. Or maybe, actually, maybe they came to Starfall and we know that Arthur's alive, but I'm assuming that they just ran. So he thinks he's lost 2 of his sons. I think we just go back to Dorne. House Dayne takes a hit from the rebellion. And Rain died. What the hell? Died from her wounds. Jesus, everyone's just dropping like flies, dude. Why was she wounded? The hell did she do? The war has ended very poorly indeed, and somehow Renly is in charge of the throne now. It's a thing. That's just a thing that's happened. This is me. I really, profoundly do not care. Okay, so, Aerys was banished to the Night's Watch. Rhaegar has vanished without a trace. Also, his children, Rhaenys and Aegon, have vanished without a trace, and Viserys has vanished without a trace. So not only has Arthur Dayne spirited away Lyanna Stark and her son, but he's also fled and likely joined up with Rhaegar, his brother Viserys, and their children. So hopefully the game's gonna let House Targaryen like come back as an invasion at some point, because basically all of them are alive. They've been overthrown, yes, but they basically all seemingly escaped alive, except for Aerys, who was shipped off to freeze at the Night's Watch. My son Edric is, for some reason, I guess, at the ring with his in-laws' parents, but his mother, yeah, his mother's there as well, actually. And she's married to Godry Faring, who's my knight. Like, they were in my court, but I guess they went to visit their son or something. You know, Edric Dayne is basically being raised with the Roxton family, more or less, at the moment. Hopefully he joins me later. Yeah, we are seeking a worthy successor. I still need someone to marry Ash now, but, like, for now it's whatever. Dawn is currently doing a war for liberty, so I'm gonna rally the troops and probably go fight them, to be fair. Well, I've only got 2,000. I got more than that. I did have more than that, not anymore, apparently. We'll help the Martells out with this lot. Pretty much. Stick with their army and help them with the rebellious Dornishmen, which I don't think they stand a chance against, but the Danes will remain true to the Martells for now. Until we're given a reason not to. Did they just No, they didn't disband. We are leading this battle, though, but we're vastly outnumbered. Unfortunately. See, Beric is not the greatest swordsman alive, but he is decent enough. I have betrothed my daughter, by the way, to Beric Dondarrion, as is canon. Beric ends up marrying, or is betrothed to her anyway. I still don't know who to marry Asha to. After everything, I feel like she doesn't want to remarry. And I don't think her father's gonna force her to. After he's already lost 2 sons, he doesn't really want to get rid of one of his daughters. So I think Ash just stays home and helps rule the land. I like how it is actually me leading, by the way. I'm in charge of this cluster. Where's Oberyn Martell in all of this? I died! Holy hell, I got killed. I died in battle. God damn it. Defending Dorne. By my own Dornishman. My own Dornishman killed me. Slain in battle by that dude. Just some random soldier. An old man. He lived fulfilling like 52. He's not that old. Well, Edric. I guess, actually, this works out pretty well. Edric is now Lord. Again, following canon, he ended up Lord. Okay, lads. This leaves us with Lord Edric. It's basically becoming canon, except all the Baratheons are dead, apparently. Asha has come into her own, pretty much. Actually, she's the heir now. But it's kind of good that she's, around, because she gets to be regent, pretty much. So, Ash gets to rule the Dayne household, and basically is the lady of the house. While Edric, since Scaly Alard has lost his leg, and is of a family of no renown, I am instead going to go to Blackhaven. And Sir Beric Dondarrion is actually betrothed to my aunt, as is canon. So I'm going to offer myself as a ward to Beric. We're gonna follow canon a bit, lads. We're gonna steer the train back on track. It's derailed a little bit, but it's okay now. So yeah, Beric becomes my ward. There you go. So you can marry that, and then there'll be Roxtons, and then I'll get them as like a branch of the family over here. And Edric will just spend his days as a squire for Beric Dondarrion, going from Tawny to Tawny. Wager. Let's see. Let's do age difference 5, and see who we've got to pick from. Because again, it has to kind of make sense, which means like marrying a Stark or something wouldn't make any damn sense. Marrying someone in the Vale, marrying someone in the North in general wouldn't make any sense. Ironborn wouldn't make sense. Marrying anyone from House Lannister, given our relations and how we hate the Lannisters, wouldn't make sense. Yeah, Mace Tyrell is Renly's regent. Cersei married a Selmy after all of that. Actually, yeah, she went through like a billion husbands. She went for a Grandview, and then went for a Trant. Oh, she married Mern Trant. Good lord. And then she married Selmy afterwards, who is Barristan's cousin or something. That's quite something. Catelyn remarried to a crab. Ned's daughter died in mysterious circumstances, so that puts Benjen in charge of the North. He's actually on the Small Council in King's Landing. He's King Renly's master of ships. He does have daughters, but again, like, marrying into the North makes no sense for the Danes, really. They're respected in that family that, like, the Reach or the Stormlands would be viable options, or like Targaryen loyalists. This child looks like emancipated. It's got anorexia. But a Red One would actually be a really good choice. The Red Winds are actually a more powerful family, arguably. Yes, but they are basically our neighbors. And we already have strong ties with the Reach as it is. Plus, they were also loyalists to the Targaryens. They did fight for the Rhaegar. So, I think, despite the fact how she looks aren't really important. It's the blood that matters, lads. So, I think we betrothed to the Arbor, and we get an alliance with the Arbor. I'm really putting extra emphasis into whether or not it makes sense from like a lore and story perspective, and I think marrying into the Arbor and getting ties with them probably makes a lot of sense, to be fair. Yeah, we'll do a grand wedding, but it won't be for a couple of years later anyway. I just have to save up gold.
This war is far from